All right. Start moving. Sorry, actually, just wait a sec. Let's make sure we all have feast, and then we'll get moving.
Can we get might as well?
Mark.
Yeah, might and mark. Yeah.
All right. Make sure you pop a flask, and let's get moving. If you wanted a feast, just make sure you get it. So these guys are whirlwind. They'll backstab. They'll throw out a fear.
I need a fear ward.
Who is that?
I got it.
That's Parm.
Okay.
Did that fan of knives just one-shot somebody?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like 3 fan knives, I think.
Yeah, these trash are kind of rough. These large trash packs of humanoids. I got veggie. Somebody wants to grab spell.
Hey, Gareth.
Super currently tank spec?
Yeah.
Okay, there he is. You weren't marked before. That'll help.
Oh.
Well, you'll be DPS and everything else, but yeah, having you for tank on trash would be helpful.
Yep.
All right, you can pull this guy. So he does a death coil. He'll randomly fear a couple people. He'll do a shadow crash. Just move out of it. Don't get hit by it. He'll spawn an ad as well. He's immune while the ad is alive, and the ad explodes when it dies, dealing a bunch of shadow damage. Just make sure you get out if you're melee when it's about to die. Ad's going to explode. Oh, I love when Chain Heal does that. Hey, Ooster.
Hello.
Hey, Oofster.
Yeah, once we get into the room down here, let's get a summon on the Oofster, please. I do have a 25th coming. They'll be here in a couple minutes. These packs are huge and kind of suck. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they are sheepable. So technically, if we want, we can like sheep 1 or 2 on pull. We'll drop a trimmer for this group. Can we get a closet down so we can summon Ooster?
A lot of people still missing a third blessing.
Elite, just try to make sure you death grip in any of the mobs that are just sitting out there casting, if you notice any.
Should we try to get them line of sighted like we did in 10 man?
Yeah, we could give it a go. Range have to move pretty quick. You know what? It's actually, can we do it back here or no?
Buxty, if they have mana, give them wisdom. Otherwise, give them
Yeah.
kings.
All right, range back. Come back here. We're jumping in the back here. Come all the way back here. All the way around the corner here. Just get all the way back there. You want to be in line of sight for the pull. Once the pull happens, you can move out. Just don't be near the big pack of ads. They do like a lot of AoE. They do whirlwinds. They do blast waves, all kinds of annoying stuff. So just don't be right next to them. All right, you can go ahead and pull when you're ready.
Wisdom if they have a mana bar. Otherwise, kings.
Oh, I think I know what's happening. I keep casting wisdom, but something's overriding it, I think. Because I don't have.
Don't you have imp? Oh,
No.
Here, I'll get rid of Mana Spring. There you go.
Well, I mean, man,
Fixed.
it's good.
You only have it for this one boss, though. Which isn't helpful. So you just get out the wisdoms when you can after the pull. Nice. That was really clean, actually. Ads coming in with Whirlwind. Just be careful. It hurts if you're a Clothy.
taunt immune. Or at least while he's whirlwinding is.
Oh, if it was Blade Storm, yeah, Blade Storm makes you immune. All right, same thing. Line of sight back here, guys. If you're a ranged healer, anything like that, get back in the corner.
Horror's coming.
Oh yeah, we have to pull the big dude. I forgot about that. Just pull the big dude. Sorry, I thought we were going right into another small pack.
It's alright.
CCs on trigger, please. Don't kill him, just CC. Okay. Make sure you're not near that ad when it dies. It is going to knock you back. Make sure your back is not to that pack, otherwise you are going to pull. Hit back into the corner. Let us know once you've pulled. It's hard to see back here.
Alright, do you want to do another sap or anything?
Yeah, if we can get one on the big spinny dude, I guess that'd help.
There's no
Yeah,
big
one of-
skinny dude in this pack, so
Okay.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, just pull then.
that's why I wasn't sapping.
Go ahead and pull. Very clean.
Nice.
Big guy's gonna walk. Just remember, melee, do not have your back to that other pack, especially when that little guy's going to explode. Melee, get out. CCs for synergy. Let's make sure we line of sight again.
Same spot, or do you see another cove? It's recommended.
There should be another cove just on our side here. I think we have to use this one up here, guys. Just a little bit forward. Come to the Shameme.
You can probably just run in.
Go ahead. I just want to pull it back a bit so we're not like right up in it. Once they get close to you, you'll just have to walk out, Parm. Go meet them. Could we get a death grip or an interrupt on that one in the back? Bob Crispy. Bob Tigger. All right, Super, you can go DPS. Your Mortal Strike's going to be really useful on this one as well.
So that means you want me exposing?
Yes, but yes, please. Can we get another portal down? Just noticed that Parm's in group 5 now. Reason for that is I wanted to put Gracious and the healers and Parm all together in the same group since you guys are all taking the most damage. So that way Gracious's self-healing is going to be helping us out. Casters, I know I've mentioned it a few times, but just make sure you remember to always be in a black pool when you're casting your DPS spells. You don't want to really be wasting mana outside of them. It's not worth it. When you're inside a black pool, you get 95% reduced mana cost, 100% increased damage, and 100% increased haste. It is never worth casting outside of a black pool if you're doing DPS. Healers do not stand in the pools. They reduce your healing by 75%. So for us, all the healers, I signed us to a left and a right group. I don't even think we need to. We can all just go stand underneath General Vezax with the melee. But we will have everybody else in their assigned groups. So that's Gracious, Go, and group 3. You're going to be left side stack. All other ranged, your right side stack. So all that means is that when you move in, just kind of move in somewhat together on the left and on the right, right? Still kind of in the middle. First Shadow Crash comes, you guys dodge it, and then left group is all stacked together on that left-hand side of the pool, and right group is all stacked together on the right-hand side of that pool. If a new Shadow Crash comes and you guys are stacked right on the edge, you should only have to move if it's targeting your group. The other thing is, if you get Mark of the Faceless, you do not run left or right, you run directly away from the boss as far as you can. Well, not really as far as you can. It's like 10 or 15 yards. So as long as you don't see any of those green beams going out, you're good. You're far enough away with Mark of the Faceless. Just one moment. All right. For kick order, Hyro's not here. I'll take over Hyro's spot on. Actually, I can't. I'm on my shaman.
Is it faster than 10 man?
I think he casts it nearly back to back in 25. He doesn't cast it for whatever duration the spell lock is, but then he keeps casting it. All right. Yeah, if you want to, you can try to kick pretty much every one if you can, Gramus. That'd be perfect.
Sure thing.
Elite, you've got the second one. Rogues, you've got the third one. Super, help out with any that you can. Same thing with Juan. Just make sure none go through. All right, I mean, that's pretty much it. Cheese, you've got your cooldown rotation ready.
Mm-hmm.
Die, we're going to get you to Paints Up Parm on the 3rd Surge of Darkness.
Yep.
Thanks. All right, pull timers up. Healers, we're standing right underneath the Bezex. You guys want to be a little bit more closer stacked than that as range. There's your first one, dodge it. Left group stack on the left side, right group on the right side. Go ahead and lust. Healers, call out if your mana gets under half.
Blocking.
There's the first surge.
I'm using Invis. I still have aggro.
Can we get a B-Res on go right away, please? Awkward, are you able to get up triggered?
Keep with the boss back.
Dies pays 1 mana. Or like something.
Kill one of those spores for healers, please, guys. Just one of them that's near you. You need to pull it slightly closer to the range now. It's too far away. Try to be avoiding those guys.
More?
You're good. Yeah, Swift, you can't just stand inside the green. You have to only take 5 or 6 stacks and then get out.
We're still not in range.
Yeah, we're way too far.
Could we get another green? We're gonna need mana. I'm Just wipe it. Geez, if you notice anybody creeping on your threat, just call it out so we can get salves out.
Yeah, I should have Invised earlier. That's my bad.
Yeah, just make sure you guys watch your threat too. But if you notice yourself creeping, call for a salve. We got 3 pallies. Don't
Yeah, that went very
don't let
fast.
it. Yeah, don't let it get over. Right. If you go over that 90% mark, just call for a salve. Especially if you're lusted inside that black pool, you're doing so much damage so fast. Like, you got to remember that black pool is 100% increased spell damage and 100% increased haste.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
And if you get the mark of the Faceless, run away towards the back of the room, not to the sides.
Yes, exactly.
How early are you doing Lust?
First black pool.
Okay. All right. I think I can afford to go earlier timing with my Avenging Wrath so I can have more of that initial threat while you guys are going ham.
It stacks, I believe, the exact same speed as it does on 10-man. I could be wrong, but I thought it was the same. You can't really take that 6 stack Did you get a
You know what
res?
happened? We had 2 stacked on there, so that's why it was like twice as fast.
Dude, that must.
Oh,
Okay.
There's a double stack there. There's 2 pools.
Bruh.
Duh, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
I
that
remember
makes sense.
thinking like, oh, we got 2 right next to each other. That's gonna be OP because I'll just dip in and out fast. Yeah,
I didn't see.
that's funny.
That explains it.
And I know it kind of went to shit at the end, but right there at the end, we were actually tanking the boss on top of a vapor, and that's what killed the melee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what got you guys. Yeah, okay. Careful to not cleave down those vapors if they're ever there. Try your best, Cheese, to hold them in the middle and never move them if you can. I know it got a little bit weird because like the threat got pulled and it looked like he got like launched across the room or something.
Yeah, when threat was pulled, I got a shadow crash on me and it punted me.
That's what that was.
I mean, if people aren't pulling threat because they're in double pulls, doing extra crazy damage, I think we can do it.
Yeah,
Well,
just
people
call it
gotta
out
do
if
extra
somebody gets
crazy
hit.
damage.
Here, I'm gonna change my because I don't have a threat meter up on my healer, so I'm just gonna change it. Change my healing meter to my threat meter for this fight. I don't need it.
I think someone was telling me that the black spots don't reduce the shielding for disc freeze, so I might just go to the groups.
Give it a try. Yeah, absolutely. Give it a try. Yeah, that's a decent idea here. I'll mark. I think these marks will get cleansed through the fight, but I'll mark Allied and Go since we have a Boomy in each group. Try to make sure that you guys are stacked with your Boomy when you're on your black pool. And just try to make sure that you guys are stacking nicely right on the edge.
Awkward's in Delhi.
He's here now.
Oh shit.
Make sure you guys get feast. Gracious flask. Elite mob food.
Just need wisdom.
Yeah, I can't put it on people right now.
Oh, sorry, I have totem down again. There you go. Switch that.
I don't
I had
think-
totem
Does
down while we
wisdom
were
matter
rising.
here if you're gonna place totem, or are you? Gonna
I'm
place
using
it?
healing stream.
Okay.
I guess actually that's a good point because I put down healing stream. Yeah, okay, we'll do it this way. There we go. All right. Lost. Don't be in the middle, guys. Always on the left or the right, stacked with your group. Mark, get out.
We're out of range.
Pull it back just a little bit, Cheese. Mark, get out.
More?
First surge. You're good. Can we get this vapor for the healers? Thank you. Can we get a Beerez on Buxty right away, please? Awkward. Careful those stacks, Buxty. Do any healers need a vapor? Please call it.
I'll need one soon.
Can we get one vapor? Second surge. Did that not get kicked?
I'm
Yeah, I need a vapor.
Get that vapor then, guys. It's the one to your left. You're generally looking for a vapor as a DPS when you hit around 40%. Don't just stand in it. Take about 4 or 5 stacks and then get out. Can we get the second vapor, please? Healers are really We need another vapor. Oh, Mark, get away. Oh my god, okay. We killed him before that heal went off. That was just
Yo,
pretty nasty.
nice.
Good job.
I'm gonna need that Libram immediately. Please.
Is that on your list? I see it as free roll.
It is, but it's you had it misnamed as like Libram of the Sacred Offhand.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Don't know how that happens. All right. All right, we'll fix that later. Congrats, you guys. All right, so for Yogg, melee, you guys can basically pixel stack underneath Sarah, and you will not touch that centermost vapor. If you're not sure about your movement, it is the safest place to stand. Otherwise, you can move a little bit. Just make sure you do not touch them. I'm just going to mark myself here.
Question: we doing this with the watchers with us? Like
We're doing
all
it
lights?
one light.
Okay.
So
then
the only
someone-
thing we're losing is like 20% extra health and like 20% extra damage. Other than that, it's basically the exact same. There's really no difference.
Cool.
So Thorum's still going to kill the ads for us in phase 3. The other thing is obviously we don't have Freya, so you can't cleanse your sanity. That just means you have to be aware of the mechanics that go on throughout the fight. Phase 1, we're obviously killing the guardians. They'll spawn periodically, naturally, every 20 seconds. One will spawn. Do not spawn one extra, please. We'll just let them spawn naturally. We won't push a time or anything like that. Just make sure they're tanked directly on top of Sarah. They blow up, they die. Melee take a bunch of damage when that happens, so just make sure we're putting out chain heals. As a melee, if you have the debuff on you that Sarah casts, you take 100% increased damage. When they explode, you're going to take like 24k. So if you don't have some kind of defensive to pop, you need to just get out before they explode and just preserve your life. It's not worth dying. You don't take sanity damage, but it's very easy to die if you have the debuff in phase 1, if you're standing next to the ads when they die. Phase 2, range, you guys are pretty much always staying out. Your kill order is going to be constrictors, corruptors, and then crushers. For the very beginning of phase 2, though, you can just go with constrictors and then crushers. Melee will deal with the corruptor since we'll all be there, but after that, we're going to be going down into portals, so you guys have to deal with the corruptors. So just make sure you guys know that order. For melee, try to make sure we're getting into our portals as soon as possible. They are numbered in the battle plans. Oofster, or from 1 to 10, it's Ooster, Elite, Veggie, Valoran, myself. I'll switch to my DK here. Tricks Buddy, One Piece, Super Trippy, Awkward, and Die. So that's 1 to 10. Your tentacles are also numbered, so please make sure you know which one you're going to. In phase 3, melee, you can cleave off of the boss, or sorry, melee, you can cleave off of the ads. It's pretty much our job to keep the ads under control. Cheese is always going to just tank it. He's going to taunt it in. We're all going to be stacked there right behind Yogg. It's going to get taunted in. We can cleave off of it without looking at Yogg. It's just an easy way to make sure we're not going to go insane from looking at him at all and making sure that we're keeping up on the ads. Ranged, you're pretty much 100% on Yogg. So the only thing you have to worry about is his... can't remember what it's called now. It's the gaze, the one that makes you go crazy.
Lunatic's gaze, I believe.
Yeah, it's Lunatic Gaze. So just make sure you're faced away when he starts casting Lunatic Gaze. The DBM timer is for its cooldown. That's when it's available to be cast. He'll cast it at any point between then and, say, the next 5 seconds. If you have enough sanity to play with, you can continue to stare at him and then just turn around immediately when you actually hear him laugh and he gets this purple buff above his head. Just turn around. You won't lose sanity. Then you can turn around as soon as his cast is done and continue hitting him. That's pretty much all of phase 3. The only mechanic added from 10-man is the deafening roar. It's basically just an AoE. It's a 4-second silence. Doesn't matter if you're casting or not, you get silence for 4 seconds, and it does like 6,000 to 8,000 damage. That's pretty much it. So as long as the ads are controlled, you're not going insane, and we manage the silence properly, it's pretty much GG once we hit that. Do we get fear in phase 3? I didn't think we get fear in phase 3. Are you talking about the fear in phase 2, Savage?
Maybe
No, we're good. I was just talking about the gaze.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in phase 2, I guess we can just cover that quickly just to be sure. So one person's going to get marked and they're going to get a debuff above their head. They're going to take a small amount of sanity damage and they're going to be feared. It's called Malady of the Mind. They're feared for 4 seconds and they run in a random direction. After that expires, it jumps to the closest player within 10 yards. So you want to make sure that when you see somebody with that mark above their head and they're running randomly, just get away from them so it doesn't jump. It will jump infinitely. The other one is just Brain Link. Make sure you bring your Brain Links together. Red beam bad, yellow beam good. Can I get a summon? And then we're pretty much good to go. See this a couple times.
A couple times. We're one-shotting this shit.
Hell yeah, we are. Honestly, it's once you've seen it, like for all the people who've done 10-man, I mean, obviously you guys have seen it, but for everybody else that hasn't been able to get in one yet, once you see it a couple times, you're like, oh, it makes sense. Like, it sounds like a lot of things going on, and when you first kind of see it, it is, but once you actually get through it, it's like, oh, okay, that really wasn't that bad. I'll just pop my own food. Can I get Druid buff, please, and Stamina, and Shadow? All right. Let me change around these groups, actually, before we go.
For the battle plans for like next week or whatever, is there a way we could put a picture next to Yogg with the numbers, like on the actual Yogg page?
Yep, I can do that. All right. This is an actual ready check for pull. Sorry for the delay there, guys. So we are only 3 healing it. Be kind to your healers. Don't move in too far. As soon as you enter the room, the fight starts. Pack. You have to
Spawn
be
2 extra.
basically pixel stacked underneath. We have 2 spawning. Just be ready. 3 spawning. Oh, good lord. Can we get that far one MD'd, please? We touched close again, guys.
Synergy, if you can.
You guys have to be careful here. This is getting out of control.
Stand right under Sarah. You don't need to move if you're melee.
Yikes.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to wipe that. That's way too many. Yeah, so that's what happens when you spawn too many guardians. It gets very out of control. Yeah, green cloud's bad. Every time you touch one, a guardian spawns. So if you're melee, you have to be like literally pixel stacked underneath Sarah. Otherwise, just stay on the opposite side of the cloud and never get near it. Those are pretty much your 2 options. And then range, just make sure that you are dodging the clouds. You don't want to be getting close to them, as same thing. You touch one, they spawn. But that looks like we had 2 spawn in melee, the 1 natural spawn far, and then we had another 2 spawn in melee. And just make sure we kick that volley as much as we can.
Maybe seed. I'm logging back in.
Okay. The closet disappeared. Boo. Yeah, just take the portal to Yogg's room. Feast in the front. Make sure you eat it. So literally, that's the entirety of phase 1, though. We literally add, kill it by Sarah, add, kill it by Sarah, add, kill it by Sarah, deal with the explosions that go off, and make sure that you don't die if you get the debuff. That's it. That's phase 1. It's very easy. All right, so same thing. Just be very cautious with those gas clouds. They move. They're slightly bigger than they look. Be very cautious.
Melee are not where they're supposed to be.
You can move. Just make sure you're not touching a gas cloud.
San, I got the first one. You want to get the next one?
Everybody's too far. Here we go.
Right next to the casters. Close spawn.
Guess I wasn't under her.
It's okay. One early is okay. One in the back.
Okay.
One on range. Don't touch the clouds, guys. You can B-res me after the phase. We got 2 spawning behind. Can we get an MD on that far one?
Synergy if you can. I'll get the next one.
Kick those volleys. Try to get an MD. Sure, we're kicking those. Dark volley. Top them up before we kill the next one. Single target, guys. Single target. Do not AoE. Single target. Awkward, can you B-res me, please?
Got hit by a tentacle.
Big one.
Yeah, you need to move away from the big one. Swift, can you get a B-res on die, please? We need him right away. Don't be near that Guardian when it dies. If you're not full health, you're going to die. Get away from that Guardian. Swift, you're right next to it. That was suicide.
Should I B-res somebody?
How many do we have down? We have 3. We got to get die up again. Adelaide, can you get up Swift? Go, can you get up die? Range, you should always be on this Crusher Tentacle at the start. That's a start of phase, always needs to be Crusher Tentacle. Get in your portals.
I can. Oh,
We need to make sure everybody's getting cleansed. It's a lot of cleanses that didn't go out. So those Crusher Tentacles will one-shot anybody if you're near them. You cannot survive. Okay, if you're down low, get into the brain room.
I can't find the tentacle.
Use your cooldowns on the brain. Okay, brain group, you see that induced madness timer? That's when we have to get out. So we have 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4.
Down.
Swift, can you get Savage out? How did One Piece go insane? Were you guys looking at the
I was
boss?
testing it with the timers, I guess. That's my bad.
Oh, you stayed in?
I did it at like 1 second and it didn't work.
Okay.
Look away.
Portals. Portals, portals, portals. You have to kill everything before you can go into the room, guys. Can't walk past tentacles. Yeah, you're assigned a tentacle in there, but you have to kill all the tentacles. That's just your main target. You kill yours, if there's still other tentacles up, you have to kill them. The tentacles outside, we're living for a really, really, really long time as well. Got to make sure we're quicker about getting on those. That's your whole job if you're staying up, is ad control. And the ads are the tentacles. Like if there's multiple corruptors up and stuff like that, or multiple crushers, you guys are just going to be doing no damage. Good attempt though. Just take seeing it a couple times, and then we'll be pretty comfortable with it. So again, at the start of phase 2 there, you guys kill constrictors, and then you kill crushers. At every other point, you kill constrictors, then corruptors, then crushers. The only reason it's different at the start is because melee are there, we have no portals to take, we have nothing to do. If you guys kill the corruptor, we can't go and touch the crusher, and we're just standing around there doing nothing. So that's why on the first one, you guys do range go straight to the crusher. Just go ahead and die if you're still in the fight. Stop healing and let yourself die. Go stand next to a crusher, they'll one-shot you.
We gonna lust the melee group in the brain room?
If we want to, I mean, we were so far behind outside that it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to make sure people aren't dying. You have to move away from the tentacles. You can't just stand next to them. And please don't go near any remaining guardians when they're about to die at the end of phase 1. Like I said, when they die, they explode. They deal like 12,000 damage. So if you're not topped up, you're probably going to die, especially if you're, have the debuff. Like you're 100% going to die. Who's still alive?
There's a lot of mind controls.
I thought if you're mind controlled, it should just end the fight.
Well, Crispy's pet is apparently still alive.
Oh my god.
And so they're all just kind of like focusing it.
Can you send your pet against a crusher? There it goes.
Slunum strikes again.
That took forever. Holy moly. Yeah, so phase 1, let's try not to get extras. They do slowly start to increase in spawn rate as the phase goes on. So you notice they were coming a little bit quicker, but then we also touch 2, like right at the end, which is the worst time to touch them. If you're going to accidentally touch a gas cloud, it needs to be in one of the first like 2 to 3, not the last 2. Like that's when it gets really hectic. The other thing is if we do have more than one, please don't AoE, please single target, because again, they explode when they die. So if we AoE and we kill like 2 or 3 at the same time, we're just going to kill people. So it's really important to focus just one down at a time. Good attempt though.
I was not prepared for how much more health the tentacles in the brain room had.
Oh yeah, much more. Yeah, we were short at least 2 people every time we went down as well. So please make sure you're getting your portal. I'll try to call those out sooner so we can get in position.
I felt like
so again, start of phase 2, ranged. You're going straight onto the crushers. Let the melee deal with the other ones. At all other times, because melee are now going to be taking portals, you go constrictors, corruptors, crushers. Let's make sure we get full buffs out. So that right there, though, is literally half the fight. If we get through that, it's just a couple cycles of that in phase 2, and then it's phase 3, and phase 3 is easier than phase 2. So if we make it through phase 2, we're pretty much good to go. Everyone's ready. Let's move up. Please careful about moving into the room. Again, it starts as soon as you touch foot in it.
So melee don't need to move if you're right under her skirt.
Yep. If you pixel stack directly underneath of her, you never have to move as melee. Try to stay as one solid range group, guys. Try not to forge your own path if you can. It's really far. MD, please.
I got that one.
Do we have an MD for this one, you said?
I just used it on that one.
Savage? Okay, Savage, please. Okay, we'll need a B-res on Veggie. Just wait till after phase.
I got 8 on MD.
Yeah, you'll have this.
Actually, Swift, can you get up Veggie?
Can I get spot buffs as well?
That far one near range is going to spawn. Melee's the natural, range that was an extra.
I don't have MD on these two.
Use a defensive.
Get interrupts.
Goes insane? What?
I'm just mind controlled.
Oh, okay.
It's dispellable, right?
I'm not sure. We lost too many though. Yeah, we started touching a bunch there. I wonder if what we want to do as well, because it looks like it starts off almost too easy. Cheese, I think you can spawn an extra one right at the start.
Okay.
Yeah, and phase one really isn't a DPS race, guys. Make sure that you're not touching those green clouds. Like I said, they get faster and faster, as you notice there at the end. There were definitely 2 that I noticed that were spawned by touching. The rest of them looked to just be all naturals, but we can get behind really fast. Just stand next to a crusher and die. Exactly. Avoid smelly odors. Number one thing of phase one is do not spawn extras, especially in the ranged group. All right. Just focus on keeping it clean.
Go get lock rocks, please.
Just make sure we get full buffs on Synergy. Thank you. There is a feast down. Make sure you eat it. Veggie, you're dropping Spell Haste Totem, right?
Yes.
Thanks. Okay, pull timers up. Just Cheese, you can spawn the middle one. Single target. Top us up. How to lose Georg? You had a debuff, you didn't use a defensive. You'll get one shot by that every time.
Yeah, I thought I used anti-magic shell, but
Swift, can you get him up? Okay, just make sure we're not touching. This is when it's going to start spawning fairly quickly. We touched, we spawned that melee. I need you to taunt that one off me, Cheese. Bring it in. Just pull it to the side.
Keep
Melee get
interrupting
range
these.
get away. Range get away from them. Focus down the one that's low. Okay, don't be in if you're not full health. Get out if you're not full health.
Urge.
Melee will kill Corruptor. Range, you need to kill the Crusher. If you don't have to, don't look at Yogg. Portals are in 20. Brainlink, Brainlink. Portals are in 20. Drelug needs a decurse. Thank you. And Dispel. Get ready for portals. Someone stole my portal.
Bro, my portal got stolen hardcore.
Yeah, mine got stolen too. Please make sure you're grabbing the right portals, guys. You can't be grabbing somebody else's portals. That really
Big
kind of
damage
griefed
on
us pretty
brain.
hard. Awkward, are you able to get Georg up?
Yep. Let me just find him.
8 seconds.
5. Get away from tentacles. Ooh, that smash.
He smashed right when I came out.
Yeah, we all got thrown right on top of that Corruptor or Crusher. There's multiple Crushers up. We're falling behind up top still. Portals.
I might need a bureau so I can go in a portal.
Brainlink, get together, guys. Yeah. Adelaide, can you get up die?
We won't have a healer down low. Just
We don't have a healer down here, Cookie, if you're low.
Portals left. Yeah, fine.
Paladins, I didn't mention this, but the Paladins up top, you need to hit the Crushers with a... Oh, I got myself insane. You have to hit the Crushers with a Judgment to stop their cast. If you hit them with a Judge, they'll stop doing their sap power or whatever it's called. Oh, Parm, did you try to tank a Crusher?
One came alive, and I was a bit too close.
Ah. You sure you kill the mind control people? You guys are going to have to kill me. Looks like we lost somebody to just squeeze in a dot. Got to make sure that's not happening. Just make sure we're cleansing. Everybody with a cleanse should always be cleansing at all times. Other than that, looks like we lost another person to squeeze and then just that Crusher.
My Crusher death might have been my fault. I was probably a little far away from healers. Positioning in phase 2 for melee, let's stay out. Do you just want us to stay near the group?
You kill Corruptors and you kill Constrictors.
Yeah, I
You
was
can
just
dot
running towards
Crushers,
where
you can just not go near them.
I was just running towards where I saw, I think, a Corruptor and
Everybody should be moving with you to that Corruptor then, yeah. Because it's always Constrictors, Corruptors, and then Crushers. Just go ahead and wipe it, guys. Get back in here. One thing I think we need to do, Cheese, is I think we do need to spawn just a couple a little quicker at the start. So obviously we don't want to go crazy on it, but I think always just make sure that you're always tanking one. So for the first like 3 to 4 that you're tanking, as soon as one hits like probably around like 40% or even 50%, we're probably going to want to touch that close pool to make sure that there's a second one spawned. That should keep us ahead and then allow us to go into phase 2 without so many up, because we're kind of hitting that weird hyper spawn time.
I think if we're gonna wipe, maybe the best suggestion should be to dismiss pets.
Yeah, is that what's doing it? Is a pet still?
Yeah, because it looks like I can attack Synergy's pet, but none of us are doing it, so we're just kind of standing around twiddling our thumbs.
Is it the DI possibly as well? Like I see Adelaide's DI'd.
Nope. Maybe.
Is anybody else alive inside?
No, it just looks like the pet's still alive. Like, even though Synergy is dead, his pet's still standing.
Oh, weird. I don't see the pet. Where's the pet?
Over by the door.
Oh, right there, yeah.
Because you see, even with Adelaide down, fight's still going, so...
Synergy, you're actually dead, not feigned, right?
I am deader than a door now.
Okay.
So
try to release. Can you release? Because that should despawn your pet.
Yeah, I did it.
Damn, it was your pet the whole time. Toxic.
Sorry, he's not cannon fodder like Super Trippy.
Yikes.
Well, at least it means that if we're wiping, anyone that has a pet, just dismiss it. Just kill it off right there.
Yeah, dismiss, or as soon as you're dead, just release if you're not specifically waiting for a refresh. I mean, we're not lusting till phase 3 anyways, so. So that's pretty much the fight, though. We just need to go into phase 2 a little cleaner, and we have to make sure that you guys aren't falling behind on tentacles. That first Crusher that spawned was still up at the end when we wiped, which is kind of crazy. Make sure that as ranged, as soon as we transition into phase 2, you guys immediately start killing that crusher. Yeah, I think that was another one that spawned, and that's one thing that can always happen, right? If those crushers are up, we can get yeeted right as we jump out of the portal. There is typically a small delay, especially if you do get out just a few seconds early. If you don't wait until like right at 1, they are stunned. Once all those tentacles down low are killed, all the tentacles up top get stunned. You'll see they get this like green glow on them. They're kind of faded. They look a little bit ethereal. They're not actually going to do anything. They don't even attack. So if you get thrown out, right, and you've left the portal room with like 2 to 3 seconds to spare, you should have enough time to move.
Check your flasks. How many total Cthulhu monsters do we have to kill?
At the start? Yeah. 9, I thought?
It's 8.
It's 8?
I'm pretty sure. Except if the video is wrong.
Yeah. So, guys, constrictors are always first. It's constrictors, corruptors, crushers. The only difference to that is right at the start of phase 2. Melee will deal with the corruptor, so you guys can deal with the crusher. That's it. I'm looking at the damage dealt to the ads, and there's some people like barely even touching tentacles. Like, please make sure you're hitting them. It's really important. Yeah, it's small, medium, big. But on the first one, you can just go right after the big. One Piece, you ready? So Cheese, same thing. Spawn one at the start here. Let's just make sure that we're always fighting at least one. Let's try to not have any downtime. Okay, that's going to be 2 spawning, guys. Just be careful. Let's not get behind. Tricks Buddy's MC'd.
Purge, Twix Buddy.
How do we get 3? Please taunt that off me. Spawned another one?
Yeah, melee's not stacked up. You're all loosely spread, and you're basically just hitting that one that's going around melee.
Yeah, you shouldn't be just staggering around, Sarah. You should be under her skirt, not moving at all. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, if you're not underneath her skirt, you're doing something wrong.
Whoa, I've not spawned a single one. Oh.
If you're moving around her and just paying attention to it, it's fine.
Yeah, it's way easier just to stay on the opposite of the other cloud.
Deathmatch.
Just focus up, guys. Purge Veggie. Yeah, we just spawned them way too quick there.
Can pets spawn them or no?
No, pets
No.
cannot spawn them. Just wipe it, guys. Just wipe it. There's way too many. Way too many dead. Yeah, make sure we're purging that mind control. Yeah, we're fine there at the start with 2. That was pretty much exactly what we wanted, but then we went to 3 immediately after, which is already too many. We never want more than 2. 2 is manageable, 3 is too many. So let's make sure we're not spawning extra. If you're confident moving, obviously you can stay on the other side of the gas cloud. But if you're not, please make sure you're stacked directly underneath Sarah. We can't have extra spawning.
So I don't know if I just noticed this or not, but it totally says it in the chat logs who popped it.
I never noticed.
It does for me anyways.
Yeah, basically just plays a little emote.
It says ominous cloud begins to boil upon touching insert name.
Interesting. I mean,
Public
by the
shaming
time most
incoming?
of us were touching it, that was over. Because we had the first one from Parm. Then it claims sent veg, Parm, veg. Interesting. Me, I think I touched the one when I was taunting that one over.
Mine is also known as mind control.
Oh yeah, you got mind controlled. You ran right through it. That's true.
That's a rip.
I mean,
I
after
just
we
wanna-
have four up, it's basically a wipe.
Yeah. What were you
It
gonna say,
wasn't
Go?
ranged. It wasn't ranged. That's all I wanted to say. Good job, ranged. Let's keep it going.
Good job. Good job.
Ominous cloud begins to boil upon touching synergy.
It was the first one. It was the first. He was just helping Parm get to the first one. That's all.
was
It was.
intentional.
Nope, doesn't count.
But
Sent
I
it
did a
with the
first
NB.
one too.
Yeah, Cheese, if you spawn that first one, I'll try to watch to spawn all the others.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Make sure you get food. And this fight's all about control. It's all about controlling those ads through phase 1, through phase 2, and then phase 3 is when we actually get to DPS the boss. The other 2 are literally just testing our ability to prioritize and move as a team. Move up to the door if you're ready. Go, you got food?
Yeah, I'm grabbing it. My bad.
Pull timers up. So you can spawn this first one, Cheese.
That's 2. We're gonna have
What?
3.
We got 3. You touched the 2 clouds there.
Oh, I thought I only touched one.
Oh, just don't spawn anymore, guys. Focus this first one down.
So why are we spawning more at the start?
So we're not behind and don't get crazy spawns later.
Does it affect later spawns?
Well, as you saw when we go into phase 2, there's a lot up because they start spawning faster and faster the longer the fight goes. Purge Elite, please. Purge Elite. Swift, can you get Elite up, please? Veggie, do you have Onk?
No.
Okay. Yeah, don't spawn anymore. We've got tons. If you're not full health, don't be near this when it dies. Okay, good job. We're back on track. Just keep it easy. Adelaide, can you get Veggie? Far one. There we go. Good transition. Move this out. Okay, constrictors, melee got corruptor, range you get on the big guy. After this, you always do constrictors, corruptors, then crushers. Okay, let's move with the ranged. Beams, beams, beams. How did we lose people?
There was a fear, and Crispy ran right into the
I don't
big
know.
guy.
I don't know how I was in range for that.
It cleaves.
Ah,
Awkward, can you get up Crispy? Beams, 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 beams. Move from beams. Portals, portals, portals. Somebody took my portal again.
I'm gonna take my portal too.
Brain. Go, can you get veggie up?
I'll search for him. Yeah, I got him. Yeah.
Portals, get out. Get away from that crusher. Are we not getting that diminished power interrupted by Paladin? Yeah, any
no.
Paladin that's out should always just be judging those crushers because you do interrupt their cast every time you judge them.
Don't interrupt the poison. I have cleansing totem down. Focus on the other
Portals.
ones.
They aren't swapping a what, Zelda? Just wipe it, guys. Just wipe it. You always have to kill constrictors first. You can't let people sit inside the constrictors. And if somebody isn't a constrictor, you can get them out with an immunity bubble. A bop, an ice block, anything that makes you physically immune will make the constrictor drop you. So let's make sure we're not leaving people inside of constrictors for a while. The other thing is those crushers, when they're doing their casts, it doesn't drain your sanity, but it does constantly reduce your damage by 20%. It can be interrupted by any physical hit. Judge does count as a physical hit, so it does stop their cast. So any paladin can just judge the crushers and it'll stop their cast.
I'll focus on that full time and dispelling.
Okay.
Instead of hitting stuff.
That'd be perfect.
I can only lock down one crusher at a time.
Should never be more than one up. I think part of the reason You guys are falling behind there. It's just because that cast's going off constantly, so you're down 20%. People are sitting on the crusher, not getting people out of constrictors, so then you're down, 2, 3, sometimes 4 DPS at a time because people are just, being picked up. So just make sure people aren't being stuck inside those constrictor tentacles. Those are always top priority, is always getting people out of constrictors. It's number one. As I said, when we're down in the portals, your kill priority is constrictors, then corruptors, then crushers, in that order. Yeah, Buxty's a cleansing machine. Let's make sure we're helping him out. Cleanses are very important on this. Those are going to be constantly shot out by the corruptors, basically, until we kill them. Make sure you get food. And to answer the question about why we want to spawn just a couple, not a lot, right? 1 or 2 as we go through the start, is because as you noticed, when we didn't spawn any, they spawn faster as you go. The more that spawn naturally, the faster they spawn. So when we hit and killed our 8th, there were 3 others up, right? Because we were just letting them spawn naturally. By that point, they're spawning every almost 10 seconds, right? We're falling behind. By spawning them ourselves early while they're still spawning slow, we do damage to Sarah, and now we're transitioning to phase 2 without them spawning as quickly. Gracious, there's multiple other people in here who can do magic dispels. While you can help with dispels, don't make it your top priority. Your top priority is, as a DPSer, is killing things in the right order. Yeah. Did we not spawn an early one?
There we go. I thought I did, but it turned out to be the cloud that she was spawning from already.
Okay.
Or I just got an extra.
We have 2 now, so we'll just go with what we got. Did we touch one?
I think I just touched one on accident.
Dispel awkward. Why are we spawning so many guys?
I'm MC.
It's too far range taunt.
I
We're
am
just spawning way too many.
Yeah, how are we on 13? Isn't each one supposed to take 10% of Sarah's life? Or should
Well,
only
there's
be
5 of them still alive.
Oh, right, because they haven't died, so they haven't hit her. Okay.
We just kept spawning them way too fast. Like I don't know who kept touching them, but people just kept touching them. You gotta stop touching the clouds.
2 of the melee looks like.
Yeah.
I touched one because I got
There was one ranged.
I got CC'd while I was mind controlled, and I came out of mind control, and it walked right through me.
Let's make sure we spawn that one early and then let us just controlled spawn them in melee. We don't want that many. Please do not touch the green clouds at all. I know that the one happened because of the mind control, but there were 2 ranged.
And there's 2 ranged with markers on them. You should be following the 2 markers.
Yeah, never go off on your own. Always follow the group. Always be following the group. When the group moves and your marker moves, you move. Don't wait. Don't try to forge your own path. Don't finish your cast. Just move with your marker. It's always better to move early and be safe than it is to spawn extra ads. Spawning extra ads is just the problem.
So the people that are that I've noticed that are separating from the group is because we are moving early. We're like I'm blinking and the hunters are moving before the range group's even moving. Like we're just going the other direction.
Just follow your markers. Try not to get off.
I mean, you can change my mark to whoever's moving early. That's fine.
Velda, do you want to mark? Do you want to guide them through? All right. Yeah, I'm going to take away both of them. Then we'll just leave one on Velda. Just make sure you guys follow Velda. All right, grab Fish Feast. Yeah, there's one mark now.
There. Also like a mark on Sarah's head. Just so we know where she is precisely, even when there's a mound of tentacles on top of her.
This fight is all about control and priority. Phase 1 isn't a race, it's about control. Let us spawn the ads so that we don't get overrun at the end. We control the ad spawns, we kill Sarah, we push phase 2, nice and controlled. You guys focus down the right ads throughout phase 2. That's constrictors, then corruptors, then crushers. And Portal team does its job. That's an easy transition to phase 3.
And to Val's point, it's also because we're spawning so many extra ads, and the ads are the ones mind controlling, so there's just a lot of mind controls going out.
You can spawn that one extra for the start.
Got it.
Careful of that cloud to the left.
Another one. Melee.
Ranged move.
Second one spawning far. That's the natural spawn that's far. Taunt it in.
Range should be stacked on diamond. Triggered, can you stand on diamond, please?
Purchase energy. Purge 1.
Got another one coming.
No, it's going to despawn. Pull it out.
MC.
Purge the mind control. Don't range. Do not go near him. Okay, Crusher first. Now ranged, you go after the Constrictor first. Range, you go after the Crusher. Let melee deal with the Corruptor.
Up is kind of close to the.
Just be max range.
Yeah. I don't know what the range is on.
Constrictor. Always Constrictor first. Anytime there's a new Constrictor, always Constrict. Can we get Oofster up, please?
Portals in 20 seconds.
Constrictor.
Okay, to your portals. Constrictor Tentacle. Melee to your portals. Careful for Crusher.
Or my portal got taken again.
Can we get Go up, please?
Oh my god. I'm not healing because my portal got taken and then they despawned before I found one.
It's okay. We're fine down here. Let's focus up there. We'll need healing when we come back out, but we're okay right now.
We have a full Crusher.
That link means stay together, not run away.
Yeah, I was looking for a portal when that was happening. I'm sorry.
Five, 4, get out. Okay, get ready for portals. Go, can you walk me to the back just a little bit? Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm constricted.
We need these crushers, Judge.
Ooster, don't die. If you guys are going to look at the skulls inside, you need to use something to stay alive. The skulls will constantly deal damage to you and drain your sanity. If you see a beam going towards your head, use a defensive or look away. Get ready to get out a portal. Get out.
I'm like stuck in the middle of Yogg-Saron. Just kind of chilling here in the middle of them, doing like a infinity loop. Does anybody see this yet?
You constricted or?
No, I'm just. Oh no,
I'm constricted. I can't
Yeah.
work.
in the animation.
No, you're constricted awkward. There's a tentacle literally holding you and flinging you around.
Oh yeah, it's in the middle of Yogg-Saron.
Yeah, you can't quite see it unless you look into Yogg's mouth.
Yeah, I must have like constricted me as I was popping out of the portal.
Just go ahead and wipe it, guys. So you have to make sure we're not falling behind on tentacles up top there is the big thing. It's really important that you guys get people out of constrictors immediately and then kill the corruptors and then kill the crushers. The crushers have to be interrupted so that they're not constantly draining you guys of 20% of your damage.
On the top, I must need a refresher on what the sanity drains are because I managed to go insane there.
If you're looking at the boss, periodically he casts Lunatic Gaze. You don't want to look at him. So just try not to be looking at the boss. Most of the other ones are pretty random. It's that random like death coil he throws at you. There's also just like a random, basically like a shock he'll do that'll drain your sanity by 12%. And the final one is the beams, the brain link.
Looks like I probably just got the minus 12% random one.
I have a question. Does Yogg-Saron continue to take damage to his brain after he gets spawned up? So if you have dots on him and stuff? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like I put down a death coil and I'll refresh my diseases before I leave. Yep.
Okay, I gotta go, so I'll be back in 30 minutes though.
All right, thanks, Force. We'll do some attempts. Yeah, Force has some work stuff he's got to deal with.
Does your mount sell reagents?
Yes.
Does all the melee know
the guy
which portal they're taking?
The
Yeah. Does everybody? Can everybody double check their portal and their kill assignment for tentacles going down? Because my portal's been taken almost every single time. So please make sure you're taking a peek. You can see his mouth is the entrance. Yeah, try to move together during phase 2 so you're not spreading out. Constrictors will always spawn on top of somebody, but the other two are random locations. But try to stay together so that you're not spreading out. If you're spread out, you could spawn off on your own with a constrictor. That's obviously not going to go very well. This is a big fight about ad control. And that's all we're really failing at here is that ad control and that priority. Stay together, kill them in the right order, and you'll be okay. Make sure that we get interrupts on those crushers as well. Because anytime that crusher sits there channeling, it's 20% reduced damage to the entire raid. You just hit them with a judge and they'll stop.
Why does judge interrupt them? Like
Wish
what
I knew.
mechanic does that?
It's just if they get hit by a physical hit, and for whatever reason, judge counts as a physical hit.
Okay.
But would the hunter shot count as a physical hit?
I don't think so, because, sorry, I shouldn't say physical, I should say melee. Counts as a melee hit for whatever reason. So like heroic throw from a warrior also counts as a melee hit.
Yeah, because it's the only one of my ranged abilities that's doing anything to stop it. Just wondering why.
Could you get somebody who's up top to just make sure you're calling out the kill targets? Because there seems to be a lot of confusion on which tentacles you guys are supposed to hit. Everything's kind of, there's a lot of split damage going on. So you can have somebody just call it out. It's always constrictors, corruptors, crushers, always. So there'll be a crusher up, you'll be killing it. While you're killing the crusher, a constrictor will spawn. You have to kill the constrictor and then go back to the crusher, right? While you're killing the crusher, a corruptor may spawn. You have to kill the corruptor and then go back to the crusher. Make sure you're always following that order. For whatever's alive, it's always constrictors, corruptors, crushers. Always, every time. So if somebody wants to call that, please do. Let's make sure we're staying on target on the right targets. So we're going to do a couple attempts without spell farm, so just make sure we're paying attention.
He was doing almost 1 million to the crusher.
Yeah. Yeah, he was trying. Just got to make sure everybody else is doing loads of damage as well. Try to make sure you guys survive as well. It's important you don't die. Prioritize life. Had like 2 deaths to crushers, 1 death to Looks like the disease, and then looking at skulls. Another one to standing in death ray. This should be the last one. There'll be one more naturally spawning while we kill this. Oh, that didn't push her? There it is.
Clean.
Nope, got one.
That one got touched a little bit early. One Piece, just be careful. Might have been able to avoid this one, but that's okay. Constrictor, always Constrictor. Let Melee deal with this Corruptor. This is the only one you want Melee to deal with. You guys can go straight to that Crusher. How's Tricks Buddy dead?
Basically exploded at the wrong time and got me.
What do you mean exploded at the wrong
I think
time?
he got picked up by a tentacle and it exploded. Is I think what had happened, and
no,
it was
he
right
got
at the
melee.
transition.
He got melee.
We judge the crusher.
Melee to the Corruptor.
Melee by
please?
what? Yeah, that was a tentacle or no?
No, that was the big dude meleeed him. I don't know how.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Melee, we need your help over here on the Corruptor.
Portals in 7 seconds. Go to your portal.
Portal team, go.
Get the Corruptor.
Stricter's up.
Stricter. It's on me.
So you're not looking at a skull. If you see that beam, just look away from it. It only does that charge if you're looking at the skull. Just don't look at skulls.
There's a Corruptor in the back.
Yeah, Corruptor. It's next one.
And Paladins, just make sure you stay near a Crusher and keep interrupting them. Really good portal phase so far, guys. Keep DPSing. You should be DPSing if you're in here as well, if you can. Smite spam. Madness in 5. Can we get a lead up, please? Try not to be near any of the Crushers. Portals in 10. Melee get some damage on this Corruptor, then get ready. Get ready. Really good job up top so far, guys. That's really good.
Corruptor's a skull.
Brain.
I have Constrictor as well.
Can we get Velda up? Go, if you can get Velda.
I'll look for him.
Madness in 8. Really good job up here so far, guys. Keep it up. Constrictor first, always.
Oh, coming.
Okay, melee, get a little bit into the Corruptor, then get ready for portals in 10. Can we get Swift up, please?
Portals.
Okay, Adelaide's got him.
I have a Constrictor on Juan.
Can we get a bop on Juan if you see him? Or you can
I
bubble
have
yourself, Juan. Oh wait, Juan's a warrior? Shit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm a warrior.
Sorry, I thought you were paladin. Do we have another B-res?
Constrictor's up.
Yeah, but I'm down.
Okay, we'll get him when we come up. I think we can push him here. We got 35 seconds. Keep killing
Corruptor in the
everything you
back.
can up top, guys.
Corruptor way behind.
Yeah,
Phase
this'll
3
favor him.
soon. Phase 3. Kill everything that's left up top. We group up behind the boss. We got to kill that last tentacle, guys. Go behind the boss. Everybody behind the boss. Range kill the Crusher. Melee will deal with the Guardians. Do not look at Yogg. Did we get Juan up?
I'm down.
Need big heals on Parm when these are up. 2 adds is a lot of damage. So there's Deafening Roar.
Mine is actually on cooldown. Fuck.
So Parm, when you're tanking more than 1 Guardian, you have to use a cooldown if both of them are high health. They'll hit like absolute trucks.
I was trying to judge the Crusher for a bit too long. I should have focused my attention to the ads.
As soon as the ads spawn, they're your only priority.
All right, and remind me where on the boss do you want them on the
right on his ass, right behind
his
him.
ass.
Yeah, right behind him. Like a little distance so that melee kind of stand between the ads and Yogg, but really close. Like you just need like a couple pixels. Okay, make sure you get out of the room if you're still alive. Otherwise he's gonna spawn again right away.
Considering we have 24 people, though, really well done.
I'm running.
That was really good, honestly. Like even we're down 4. So remember, that was 24 people. That was 1 less person than we've had every other attempt. The top was clean every time we came up. There was like 1 tentacle up. That was perfect. Yes, but we can't focus the Crusher. Only you can. Trigger. Only range can. Oh, there's a Corruptor? I didn't see a Corruptor. Melee would have went and killed that. Actually, I don't know if we could have, because Melee, we have to deal with ads. I guess in that case, Cheese would have moved the ad with us to the Corruptor, and we would have killed the ad with the Corruptor, maybe? That was really good, though, honestly. That was really, really, really good. Now you've seen it. Now you see what it takes. Again, it's all about target priority. You guys had the target priority down for phase 2 there, and it was just clean every time. That was perfect.
Should I paint up Parm when we're transitioning?
No, it's not about the transition. It's about if multiple ads are high health. So because we didn't all get to the ads right away and the ad wasn't brought behind him right away and Melee didn't really get on it to start lowering its health right away, Cheese was tanking 1 full health ad and 1 ad at like 70%. As you can see, like they hit for like 30k if they're full health. It's a lot of damage.
So I do have a question about the crushers. Are they frozen for as long as there's people ported to the brain room?
It's not about being ported to the brain room. It's if we kill the tentacles down below.
Okay.
And once those tentacles are dead down below, you'll see that all the tentacles up top stop moving. They're like frozen in place, and they have like a green spell effect on them.
Yeah, I mean,
when that's the case, you can hit them all you want.
I've seen the crushers go into that mode, and I've been wondering, should I go in and hit them?
Yes, you should. That's what I was saying earlier, that if you see them in that mode, you can go right in. You just have to get away from them again before we come back out, because we're coming out when he's going to spawn more tentacles, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to make sure I knew the event that caused them to go out of that mode.
Yeah, it's just whenever those tentacles die down below.
No, like when they are not stuck anymore, when they're not frozen anymore. Is it when you guys come up, or is it when
he casts
the timer goes out?
madness? It's when he casts that madness of Yogg
Okay.
Saron or whatever it's called. That's when they'll come out again. So we come out like 1 or 2 seconds before that gets cast, because if we're in the brain room when that's cast, we go insane. But when it's cast is also when they start attacking again. All right, ready, check. That was really good. Again, that was fantastic. Really good. That's all it's about is that, and then just being controlled. Let's try to make sure we don't have any deaths on transitions there. I really don't know how you got meleeed by the Guardian right before he died. That was really weird.
I don't know either. It's just, yeah, he just turned, slapped me, and then exploded, and I died.
Weird. All right, it's only spell farm. Pull timers up. That was a really good transition at phase 2 as well.
You still have a marker on your head?
I just
There
gave
you
it
go.
back to Velda. It looks like you lost it.
Lost it again. There you go.
Sure, we're not spawning extra. We still have 2 up. There's another one coming. Spawning close. Perfect. That'll be 2. Close is going to be first. Try not to spawn another one. We got one spawning far. Do we have an MD for the far?
Yeah, I
Got it.
Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. Shit.
There's another one spawning near you guys. Do we have MD?
No, we both blew on that one.
Okay,
We'll
I'll
have to
get it.
Figure out next time.
I'll get it for you, Cheese. You can taunt it off me. Thank you. Okay, kill this one. This is the last one. Don't hit anymore. Did that not transition her? Is this the 8th
Nope.
one? This is the 8th
This
one.
is the 8th one.
We spawned an extra.
I thought we were done, so I was moving into position.
No, we have to kill that last one. Okay, pull this one out. Don't die next to it, guys. You can let range finish it off. Melee get out. Melee get out. Avoid the damage. Good job. Constrictor. Corruptor's on the far side. Melee. Range, you can go straight to the Crusher.
Careful, this crusher, don't get too close.
And if somebody wants to call out targets again, phase 2, please do. Corruptor can be interrupted. Interrupt everything you can.
Constrictor. Corruptor by ranged.
Oh, what?
You get crushed.
I'm so far away.
Dude, it's got a long range. It really does.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a B-res.
Bipolar.
Portals in 10.
Awkward, can you get me up? We'll use yours.
Constrictor.
I'm near the Crusher. Melee, go for that Corruptor in the back.
Portals up.
Range, finish off the Crusher. Someone took my portal.
Corruptor. Here on the far side. Alright, we got 2 Corruptors up to kill. Skull on the next.
Brain phase, the
And a Constrictor.
tentacles are stunned. Can we get Gracious up, please, Swift?
Alright, get X, that Corruptor, and then the Crusher.
Should be using gloves or any other short cooldown you have every time you're down here. Madness in 7. You guys should be staying in till at least 5 seconds. You shouldn't be getting out at 10. Get out. Constrictor?
Fuck. My bad.
Did you go insane?
Yeah, I fucked up.
Were you looking at the boss?
Me?
He must
No,
not have
I
come
stayed
out.
in too long.
Oh, you stayed in?
Yeah, I thought I.
Get away from Dralu.
Sorry about that.
Get this Constrictor, please.
I can't go
Portals are
down
up,
links
guys.
with Crispy.
You can take it. You'll break the link.
Oh, well, bit too late.
You can still take one of the portals. You should always take a portal. You should never not take a portal.
Constrictor up.
Portals are gone. I didn't make it. I was in the Constrictor too long. Yeah, we got multiple Corruptors in the back.
Constrictor, Corruptor.
You guys
3
fell
Crusher.
really far behind this time.
There's too many diminished powers out right now.
Oh yeah, we have 4 diminished powers. We have 80% reduced damage.
That's why we're doing no damage, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens when you fall behind. We're gonna have to wipe it. There's no way we can recover from that. Just go stand next to a Crusher and die.
Yeah, we're having to kill Corruptors on the clear opposite sides of the room, bouncing around.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when they spawn that far. There's not really too much you can do, unfortunately.
I hate when those eye things, like, you can't avoid them. It's the stupidest thing.
What do you mean? Like the beam?
No, the downstairs or whatever, whenever you're killing the tentacles.
You can turn around.
I
You
mean,
just look
yeah,
away
but
from 'em.
like there was 2 of them to where I literally was staring perpendicular to them, and they were still hitting me.
You can LOS one if there's a wall.
But then he's not hitting his target.
Right.
Usually
you
you
can
should
still
be
hit the
able
target
to.
with. You can LOS one if there's like a wall there.
Yeah, some of them are a little tricky, but there's definitely ways to be able to hit them without getting like the beam on you. Just make sure we're not falling behind on those tentacles, and we should be good. It's a long fight. It's like 8 minutes long. So if you guys are up top and you think that, wow, I really need to kill this tentacle, pop your cooldowns. You'll have them again for phase 3. It's a long fight.
Also, maybe a suggestion is once all the tentacles go inert, your priority should be Crushers and not the Corruptors, because the Corruptors aren't going to do jack shit.
Yeah. I mean, you can, but...
Well, like, you can obviously multi-dot, yes, but...
The Crushers technically also don't do anything if they're constantly hit by judges, right? So, like, both are valid. You just need to make sure we're killing as many of the tentacles as we can, really. Always have to be getting Constrictors out, though. You can't be letting people sit in them. Like, those portals came out, I called out that I was in a Constrictor, and I was left in it for a good 15 seconds. Like, that's going to kill us every time.
If you're in a constrictor, can you ping the map?
Yep.
Like for everybody, you know, not just talking straight to you.
Yeah, we can definitely do that if you guys get in the habit of doing that.
I wish that announcement came in something more than /s.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, it should be relatively obvious because, like, we should all be together, right? So we should be able to see when there's a constrictor near us.
The unlucky ones are for the far portal peoples, right when it happens before the port.
Yeah, it can get rough. Sure, you guys get food. Again, we've seen we can get through this. We just need to make sure that we're coordinating and doing it well. It's all about target priority, all about focus. Make sure you guys aren't dying to death rays. Deaths to death rays are pretty bad. Death ray and crush. Death ray, yeah. All right, let's move in.
Watch your flasks as well.
Got to avoid that avoidable damage. Remember, we're short 2 healing this to bring extra DPS. We should always be able to be ahead on our DPS requirements here. I spawned that close one for you.
Careful, melee. There's cloud there.
I spawned it. Can we MD that far one, please? Okay, don't spawn anymore. Be very careful not to spawn more.
Yeah, taunt on that one. Yeah.
We need to get Trix Buddy up. We'll do it in transition. Can we get Trix Buddy up, please? Awkward. Okay. Melee, get out. Melee, get out. Constrictors, corruptors, crushers. Can interrupt this as much as we can. Get away from Veggie. Get away from Veggie, guys. That's going to jump around. Don't go near that crusher. Do not go near that crusher. You guys are way too close to that crusher. Remember, you
Come
don't
with
have to
me,
be
Cheese.
right next to somebody with brain link. You only have to be close
Cheese.
enough so that it's yellow.
You need to go to my portal.
Portals.
Can we get some judges?
Corruptor in the back.
I'm in a constrict.
Come on.
Could you get a B-res on him when you can? Elite mob.
There's a corruptor in the back, guys. 2 of them. Constrictor in the back, or his front.
Get the crusher.
Ten seconds. Keep DPSing. 5. Start getting out.
Yeah, let's clean
Group
up here.
Corruptor melee.
Portals in 15.
As many interrupts as we can on this Corruptor. Don't get hit by the beam. Portal, get to your portal. Good job on the Corruptor. We got diminished power going off on a Crusher in the back.
Constrictor up.
Somebody took my portal again. Whoever keeps taking the back right portal, please stop.
Corruptor. Another constrictor right beside him.
Many interrupts on the diminish.
Hitting like wet noodles in here.
Yeah, we have 4 stacks of diminished power now. Yeah, you guys fell behind up top, I think.
Yeah.
Had a couple of constrictors and, you know.
Yeah, I was constricted a lot. I could not get my knee judges off. This is a lot of tentacles.
Gotta call it out right away when there's a constrictor up. You gotta get people out immediately.
Yeah, like nothing on the
Constrictors are
brain.
always more important. Yeah, we killed everything so slow. Just wipe it. You can go insane. There's too many things up. When it gets to this many tentacles, there's no way to catch up. Like, we can't fall behind up top. You have to maintain that kill priority. You have to stay on top of them. Use your cooldowns. It's a long fight. You don't need to save them.
What do you think of prioritizing crushers during that brain freeze?
You can, yeah, if you want to.
Because, like, when you guys come back up, you can help on the corruptors and burst them down, but not the crushers, obviously.
No. If you want to try it, go for it. You're going to have a lot of stuff to dispel. You guys are going to have, like, infinite debuffs, but other than that, you'd be able to handle it, yeah.
Well, they're not doing anything, while that's happening. They're just chilling, stunned.
Yeah. Yeah, give it a try. Focus the corruptors harder.
Crushers.
Sorry, crushers. Still have to get the constrictors out first, though. It's always constrictors first.
Well, the constrictors will always come out after the brain freeze, so.
No, they come out periodically throughout the entire time.
Yeah, like even during it.
Welcome back, Spell. We had a really good attempt. We made it to phase 3 without you.
Nice.
Yep.
It was clean.
Yeah, it was really good. Honestly, our phase 1's going better. We just had that one extra one that we didn't need to spawn that we ended up having to kill. So just make sure we're not touching and spawning extra. I think that one was accidentally you, Parm, but just be careful.
Relog in a second. I'm going to mail myself some more feasts.
We don't need another light. We need just good target focus. Adding a light's not going to get us to target the right tentacles.
Yeah. Melee, double check your number. If there's people taking other people's portals, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, mine gets taken almost every single time. My number 5. Please stop doing that.
Would the portal that you're taking be the portal of the one that's taking yours?
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to which portal's up. I just kind of grab whatever one's closest if somebody jacks mine. You just kind of got to get in there, right? Oofster, you're on 1. That's directly in front of the boss. Elite, you're on 2. That's directly to the front right of the boss. Veggie, you're on 3. It's almost directly to the right of the boss. Valoran, you're on 4. It's basically also directly to the right of the boss, just a little bit further back. I am on the back right of the boss. Tricks Buddy, you're on the very back of the boss. One Piece, you're back left. Awkward, Super Trippy, you're like super far back left. Super far left on the back, I should say. Awkward, you're kind of like front left, or very far left, I should say. And Die, you're kind of front left. Just make sure you guys go by that picture. It's very important. You don't want to be stealing from other people. We all get in position to grab our portals, so you don't want to be taken from someone else.
Check your flasks.
Yeah, judging those is super important. Any paladin who's up can judge a crusher to stop them from casting. It's really important. But yeah, Cheese, if you want to try calling that out differently so that once we stun them, you get everybody to go after the crusher, totally go for it. Give it a try. Make sure you guys get food buff. Veggie, you need food. So you know what to do. We've seen what to do. Just gotta execute it. We'll get this down. Careful. You spawn 2, it's fine, just be careful. And guys, you can use cooldowns at the start. It's a long fight.
Call your name out if you're MC'd.
Make sure we do not spawn more. Do not spawn another one. That should transition her. Perfect, really good. Veggie, how'd you die again?
Exploded.
Did you have the debuff? Like, where are you getting? Yeah, you had the debuff. You need to use a defensive or not take the explosion while you have the debuff. Otherwise, you're going to get one shot every time. Constrictor? If you're getting one shot by it, that means you had the debuff.
Constrictor, spell farm behind us.
Get away from Veggie.
Beam, guys. Guys, stop running away. Beam. Red beam.
Does he have
Elite
Melody?
mob. You keep running.
Someone needs to get Veggie up. Sorry, Insidious.
I got feared. Sorry, guys.
I'm getting feared straight into it.
Constrictor.
Portals in 8 seconds.
Portals.
Constrictor.
Get away from me down low, guys. I'm feared.
Interrupt the crusher.
Super, make sure you're not looking at the skulls if you're low, or you have to use a cookie to survive.
I had a dot.
Unfortunately.
Get that low crusher down and then switch to the other one.
I'll die. We're not able to keep him up.
Yeah, sorry. The LOS is so weird.
Sure, use your cooldowns while you're in brain room. Adelaide, can you get up Tricks Buddy? Swift, can you get up Super? Get ready to get out. Don't get out yet. You want to keep DPSing. 5 seconds, get out. You don't want to get out at 10. You're wasting a lot of time in there. Constrictor. Did we get Tricks Buddy up?
They did. I was trying to help kill the Crusher and didn't move out in time.
You gotta watch that timer.
Yep, I was moving just as it happened and got bitch slapped too fast.
I haven't called 5 seconds when we're leaving. Portals.
Guys, Constrictor.
Yeah, line of sight works great on these.
Get this Crusher.
Five seconds, get out. There's that second Crusher in the back. Constrictor. Let melee deal with the Corruptor.
Portals in 13 seconds. Get to your portals, 3 seconds. Swiftmend is MC'd.
Constrictor.
Okay, who took my portal?
Yeah, I think I accidentally clicked that one. I didn't mean to. I was running past it. Just trying to get the one in the back.
There's a Corruptor hidden behind here.
Constrictor. We're getting behind. There's a lot of dead up here.
Yeah, for sure. We're kind of behind in here too, because we're only getting 20% per phase, not 30.
Yeah, kind of at least 3 instances where a Corruptor spawned like under a Crusher.
Yeah.
Melee couldn't touch it.
There's 2 of them right now.
Yeah, those should
None
be
of
like
them.
top priority.
Yeah, get out. It seems like you guys were behind pretty much from the start, though. We had way too many deaths early on. All right, just go ahead and wipe it. Just stand in the beams. You die.
Getting feared into a Crusher is lame.
Just play it smart, guys. Like, Veggie died early. You just got that Ceres Fervor buff. It makes you take 100% increased damage. So you took 40k from the Shadow Nova explosion. Just got to make sure, like I said, use a defensive or you get out if you have that debuff. You can't take even one explosion or you'll die. Second one looks like you just didn't probably have any buffs after getting rezzed. Yeah, if you need to use the washroom, just go quick. Just make sure you pour it in there so you can get buffed up, so you're not waiting to buff you up after.
What do you need to wash that's so important?
We gotta make sure we're staying alive. Like every one of our deaths that run was something avoidable. Keeping more distance from a Crusher, getting out with the debuff, cleansing or healing, or using a heal for low health down low.
So I know mine says I died to a crusher, but I was 20 yards away from it. So why did it?
They cleave. So if somebody was too close to it when it became active and it attacked, they will cleave. And it's very large range. It is not small by any means.
So melee should never even attempt to attack it. I don't think.
You have to get out early. You can't risk it. Like, you don't stay in there until it's going to come out in 1 second. Now's my time to get out. No, you have to be out like early if you're on a crusher and you're melee. Like, yeah, you can hit it until 5 seconds and then you leave. So that there's lots of distance.
So what I've seen with the crushers, and I've been guilty of it too, is somebody gets feared, and then, like, I didn't move. This was a couple pulls ago. I've learned since then, but the fear would go out, and then I would not pay attention, and the fear would hit me, and then I would get feared into the crusher. So we just gotta like pay attention to that gets a timer that's getting called out in /say above people's heads, like 3, 2, 1. That's the fear. So if you see that above somebody's head, you need to move. I think it's 10 yards away from them.
Yes, it's 10 yards. Yep. And that's also really good to move away from, because even if you don't get killed by a crusher, it does damage and sanity damage. So you don't want to get hit by it under any circumstances. It's 100% avoidable. You always want to avoid it. Valorant, where you at?
Probably pissing like a racehorse.
He's playing Valorant.
He's supposed to be here to get buffed. Because now he's not buffed, but everybody else is. You always, if you have to AFK like that to go use the washroom or something, you always want to make sure you're near everybody so you at least get buffed up. So we're not having a rebuff and then wait for food and stuff when you do get back. It's all good. Just make sure you guys do get food. It's food buff down. Sure. Prioritize life, add control. We'll kill this boss.
Are the Cthulhu monsters boss level?
Are they what, sorry?
What level are the ads?
I think they're only 82.
Okay.
Yep. Constrictors must die fast. What timer's up?
Oh, did someone? Yeah, we started. Okay.
It's all right.
Sweet.
Let's go. Cheese, you can spawn the early one.
My pre-pot?
So remember, you can use cooldowns here. It's a long first phase. It's a long second phase.
Range is split.
Yeah.
Range, you guys need to stack up with one person. Do not spawn anymore. That's Guardian 8 that just spawned. We're going to have this one natural spawn after we kill this. Okay, kill the natural spawn. Man, we almost beat it. Okay, melee get it low, and then we can get out. Melee out. Constrictor. Melee to the Corruptor in the back. All range are on the crusher. Make sure you're faced
Melody?
away from Yogg at all times. You guys have to bring that brain link together. Don't rely on one person to move. You both have to move. Saw one melee just sitting on target during that. You both have to move.
Portals in 20.
Kill that constrictor. Portals, get to portals. We're gonna need somebody to go B-res veggie.
Corruptor in the back.
Gotta stop that crusher from casting, guys. The crusher's just free casting.
The constrictor.
You should be helping us kill if you're not healing down here.
The low corruptor, then this crusher.
These cooldowns down low. We're a bit behind on brain phase. See how far we can go. Eight, 7, 6. Get out.
So it's just clean.
Perfect. Well done. Constrictor, melee help with corruptor. Beam, go for beam.
Portals in
Portals.
6.
Get to your portals.
Melody.
Crispy, I gotta get to the front.
Constrictor on veggie dip.
Crispy, I gotta get to the front.
Constrictor gets perfect.
You can. It will break it as soon as.
Yeah,
you get in the
it'll
portal.
break.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you should move with so you're not taking the sanity damage.
People took my portal.
Guys, please take your assigned portal, not somebody else's.
There's
It's
a
a corruptor up.
Yeah, and a constrictor behind.
They should be stunned. They all should all be stunned.
Constrictor first.
It's behind Yogg.
Now finish this crusher first. Nice or clean.
10. Out. Really well done. Group up. Don't run away from each other. Group up.
Corruptor on the other side.
Yeah. Melee, corruptor, and back. Melee
Portals
are
in
going to need to
10.
take portals. Take your correct portal. Melody, get away from Skull.
Am I controlled?
Gotta kill Tricks, buddy. Somebody stole my portal.
You can take mine.
Oh, we're far, dude. You gotta move that line.
You guys gotta kill Tricks, buddy.
Don't worry, I'm being a total potato of a thing.
Tentacles down.
Start to kill you.
Oh, the fear.
Can we get Tigurius up, please? Swiftman?
We can push the brain. 10%, guys.
Yeah. Get Tigurius up. We're gonna push.
Savage MC.
Constrictor.
Third phase coming up now.
Get behind Yogg. Everybody behind Yogg. There's one
this
corruptor up.
corruptor
Range, kill the corruptor. Melee, kill the guardians. Use cooldown to pick up 2. Use cooldown to pick up 2. You gotta get right behind him, Cheese. Not on the side, behind.
Look away, guys. Watch the timer on Lunatic Graze. Or Gaze.
So melee, kill Guardians. All range, kill Yogg. Healers, you should always be looking away. You never have to look at Yogg.
Center
Oh,
G.
lust. Sorry, I forgot the lust. Lust. Same thing goes for you, Cheese. Never be looking at Yogg. Adelaide's insane. If somebody goes insane, just death grip them in. No choice but to kill them.
Spell form's insane.
Awkward, can you get me up? Draw Luke. I'm not insane.
Move him a little farther away, Cheese. You can't attack him. Perfect.
How's that?
It's perfect.
Melee, try to make sure we're not falling behind. I know a few people are dead. Deafening roar. Always focus the highest health Guardian.
Bugsy, get a innervate.
Got you.
Thanks, B.
Roar. We're probably down too many people, so we're probably gonna end up wiping. This is literally the entire thing, though. If we had more people up and nobody had gone insane before phase, we got this. Nobody should ever be going insane before phase. If if you can't get B-resed when you're insane.
No, I was about to say to rest the people who were sane. Like
I think I was the only one.
Elite, Juan, Valorant, they still have sanity.
How'd they die?
They got melee.
Melee, yeah. Those guys,
Pretty sure.
they'll one-shot anybody that's not a tank. We lost Veggie early to a squeeze, too. That's unfortunate. Honestly, that's it. All we have to do is just keep it cleaner, and we got that. The only thing that got us there was deaths.
That's quite the dance tanking those ads that last phase, because like,
yeah,
I have to keep my back to the mob, but I have to keep them close enough. But if I go too far inside of him, he punts me away.
Yeah.
It's even more of a dance when you do zero lights and you gotta taunt swap them out.
Yeah, if you zero light and they can't be killed. Because we can't kill them. All we can do is get them to 1 HP. It's Thorum who kills them. If you do 1 light, they're immortal. They'll never die. That phase is just 100% DPS race. Geez, you have freedom to move a bit. You just don't want to be like where melee can't really help you. Because if we're not keeping on top of those ads, then, you know, you'll end up dying just to way too much damage.
Anytime I was moving, I was having to adjust the mobs so that they're all in front of me, but my back's still at Yogg.
Yeah, to your point, Gracious, that was fantastic. Every single time we came out of portals, you guys had everything dead. That was amazing. That's if you guys do that again and we get there with better sanity, that's a kill. So I don't know exactly what got people to go insane that early, but just a few things. Don't look at Yogg. I saw at least 2 separate beams where only one person moved to try to bring them together. Both people have to move. It's not the one person's responsibility, it's both people's responsibility. Always bring it together.
There's a fight like that in ICC also.
Yes, Blood Queen Lanathil. Yeah, casters, you got it. That was amazing. Melee, we got it on the 3rd round through, which is right on time for what we should be doing for this point in the game. That was excellent. I don't know, Triggered. That was pretty much a kill. I don't think we need to rip the Band-Aid. We just have to execute it. That was literally the kill. A little bit better handling of the mechanics early so people didn't lose sanity, and that was a kill. Die, you got food?
Yeah, my bad.
You have really healthy sanity. You can eat one of like you can eat an entire beam of like the thing if we're getting close to a kill.
Yeah, if we're getting close to a kill. Don't blow your sanity too early. Who keeps leaving and joining?
No clue.
Remember, you can use your cooldowns early. Nicely done. This is going to be Guardian 7. Eighth Guardian is spawning way in the back. We're probably going to get that natural spawn that's really far away. Just get ready to pick it up. The really far one. Yeah, we only got the far one.
Kiss her now if you want, Chief. Or when she
Melee out.
like just
What do you have to do?
she now if you kiss Sarah now you get an achievement.
Oh, all you had to say was kiss Sarah. He said it after she disappeared. Range, get on that crusher. Make sure you're looking away from Yogg whenever you can. Never look at him unless you have to. Try to stay somewhat together. Get that constrictor.
Corruptor up. Get a good idea of where your portal is. 25 seconds. Portal's in 10. It's Corruptor right next to Crusher.
Malady.
Adelaide, can you get Swift up?
Instructor in the back.
Swift, can you get Go up?
In a
Instructor
tentacle
behind
on
us.
the left side of the room. I'm dead.
Go, can you get Awkward up?
Druids together strong.
2 corruptors.
They die together, they B-res together.
Lots of damage
Tentacles
on
are
the
dead.
brain.
Kill that corruptor, get the crusher. Should be on skull now.
Rebuff your druids up there. Madness, get out.
All right, now back on corruptor, and it's dead. Good job.
That was good damage on the brain. 30%.
Got a constrictor. Melee, we're not going to be able to go in on that. Don't even try.
Focus the corruptor over the crusher.
Oh fuck.
We have no B-reses. Sag.
Portal's in 3.
Oh wait, we have Awkwards. Awkward, can you get Savage?
Constrictor. I'm in constricted. I'm dead.
Get him up. I have to. Savage, you gotta tell me where you are.
We got to get Veggie up.
Malady.
Just leave Savage dead.
Battle res by Corruptor for Veggie.
Follow me with the link.
Can we get a battle res on Veggie on the other side by the Corruptor?
We only have Awkwards. Battle res, you'll get it when we get up.
Ah, gotcha.
Keep using your 1 minutes down here.
Finish that corruptor clean.
10 seconds. Out.
You're at Veggie.
Get Veggie up.
He's behind you, Awkward.
Melee, we can help with that Corruptor for a second. Get ready for your portals. 10 seconds. Get away from Drelug. Get away from Drelug. Portals. Valoran, can you bubble? Good job.
Is a corruptor up front? Corruptor in the front.
That was my bad.
How are we losing so many people?
The ground blink doesn't work on the ground on some of this shit. Blink to nowhere.
Finish this crusher.
This should be the push to phase 3.
Yeah, we definitely have the push. Save your cooldowns for phase 3.
Last corruptor.
Phase 3 going.
Phase 3. Get behind. Get behind. Everybody go behind. Lust. One more behind. Not yet. Wait for us to be behind. Parm, you got to get that over quick. You're like dilly-dallying there. Lost. Buxty's dying to an ad. We have no B-res for Buxty.
He's got Soulstone.
Dies MC'd.
How's a healer get mind controlled?
Oh no.
Krispy Kreme, insane.
Guys got to manage your sanity better if you're getting this early.
Move him a little.
Slightly
Cheese.
further, cheese. Too far. That's okay.
Well, I am I got no mana.
Can we innervate Buxty? Innervate Buxty? Awkward. You're the only one.
Maybe not army there.
Yeah, the ads are going crazy now.
Okay, sorry.
Gotta. I'd say that's a whip.
Yeah, it's definitely a wipe.
Some of the ads, I had to go on the opposite side of him while kiting an ad, while not facing the boss, while not turning my back to the ad.
But you just run, and then you can turn away from the boss when he starts casting. Like, you don't have to be looking away from him at all times. You only have to be looking away from him during his cast. So it's either you watch his cast time and then turn away from him when he does it, or you just don't look at him at all.
Yeah, my insanity was in the teens, so I was paranoid.
Okay. We just got to manage our sanity a little bit better, and that'll be a kill. Manage sanity and not die. We had like 8 deaths before phase 2. Well, I guess 6. We had 6 deaths before phase 2, and 8 before we even got into position. Especially as a healer or like a range DPS, just try to make sure you're max range on those crushers. So if you do get feared, hopefully you're going to maintain that distance. I know it's just sometimes unavoidable, but let's try to be as safe as we can. Yeah, and then we lost people to just squeeze dots. Yeah, we'll do at least, yeah, we could probably get one more in with 1 light. We can get the kill. We absolutely can get the kill. It's just a matter of execution. You guys got phase 3 down. We've got the portal, or sorry, got phase 2 down. We've got the portal down. What we have to do now is just get really good at our transition into phase 3, which means getting the ads behind him ASAP. And everybody has to run back there as quickly as possible as well.
If we're probably only going to get one more pull in, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Shouldn't we just get all the buffs?
You just want to do it 1 light just to get the kill? Here, we'll do a ready check. You want to do it 1 light? Or sorry, you want to do it 4 lights? This is a ready check for 4 lights. If you want to do 4 lights, say yes. If you want to do 1 light, say no.
Oh wait, what was it?
We'll do it again. Just vote anything. Just vote anything. Okay. If you want to do it with one, if you want to do 1 light, say yes. If you want to do 4 lights, say no. Yeah, knowing that this is probably the last attempt for most people. Most people say yes on 1. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people say no. You just got to think, if we don't kill this, that means we're probably not killing normal. I mean, we could probably short man normal mode though, so.
20 men 4 light.
All right, most people wanted to go, so this is for pull. Get buffed up, check your flask, make sure you're ready, full buffs.
Oh yeah, Hellstones.
Health stones. Remember guys, cooldowns can be used fairly often here. Be liberal with it. Manage your sanity as best you can. Your life and your sanity are your main resources for this fight. Yeah, we got it. Honestly, we got it. All we have to do is bring it together. Adelaide, you ready? sure you guys follow Velda at range. Awkward, make sure you don't die here. You have the debuff. Yeah, there's 2. Please MD the far one. If we have an MD for that far one.
It's energy.
Imagine cooldown time.
Go.
No more. Is there 2 looks like natural spawns far? Jeez, they're spawning quick. It's a dangerous transition. Get out of the middle. Melee, get out when it's low. Melee, go to tentacles. Let range finish that. Melee on Corruptor. Range, you should be on that Crusher.
Tentacles or portals are on like opposite sides. How do you want to do this?
It's pretty long range. Just follow me a little bit. Nope, too far. We need to wait for the portals to be closer. I guess we should go to the Corruptor. Help with the Corruptor.
Yeah, my portal's at the front, so it'll drop once I go in.
Like,
Constrictor.
I'm so far away from this thing.
We need to get spell farm up, please.
Portals in 5.
Portals.
Corruptor on the other side.
Constrictor.
We'll need to get Trix Buddy up. Can somebody be res Trix Buddy? Swift, if you, oh no, Swift, use yours. Adelaide.
I can get him. He's right next to me.
Yeah, Die, make sure you keep us up in here. I'm dying to a dot.
Victor.
Kill this Constrictor. Finish the Crusher, then there's 2 Corruptors next to each other.
Adelaide, can you get Tigurius up? Out.
There's 2 Corruptors up when you come out.
Melee can help. Range, get that Constrictor. Portals in 5.
Go to your portal.
Guys, you can't make red beam. You have to keep it yellow.
I'm literally maladied. He can't do shit.
Constrictor up behind us.
Yeah, I know. It's up to both of you guys. That's what I'm saying, though. If you see you're beamed, you have to move.
Goes down.
We don't have a B-res. Still too many deaths. We'll see how we can do. Brain.
Finish Crusher, then I see a Corruptor off to the side.
Keep using cooldowns down low. We don't have a lot of time here. Only like 17 seconds. Out. Group up with everybody, guys. You don't want to be running in the opposite direction of the group.
Constrictor.
Kill awkward.
Portal's out now.
Portals. Get away from Dralug. Get away from Swift. It's just going to keep bouncing.
Corruptor, yeah.
Finish the crusher. Oh, we got a constrictor in the back.
Yep.
Okay, Bob Velda.
Do you have ice block? Or?
I don't have bop up. Use it already on Swift.
We can push him 10%.
I hope we can't. Let's try it.
To the crowder. All right, top
Phase
clean.
3.
Get behind the boss. Everybody behind the boss. Once we're all there, Lust, melee are on the Guardian. Everybody else is on the boss. Deafening roar.
Lunatic's gaze in 5 seconds. Look away.
You don't have to look away until that timer's over. Again, that's just the cooldown for it. He'll cast it sometime after it's available. It's going to come soon. There it is.
Man, they gotta be careful. You gotta let Parm get to the aggro.
You should be on, basically as melee, you're on Yogg, right? You're hitting him now. Hitting him, hitting him, hitting him. Okay, it's been a little bit. You turn around. Now you're hitting the ads. Deafening roar.
Bring him a little closer there, Parm.
Health arm's really close. One more tick. Kill center.
Centergies.
In a way.
Back.
Move him up, Parm.
In a way.
Dead.
Just probably AoE these down, right?
Well, that's what melee are supposed to be doing the whole time, but there's not enough people up anymore.
Can Buxy get an innervate?
Yeah, I got aggro there.
I did as well.
Oh, I got counterspelled. That sucks.
You're taunting each one that comes in, right, Parm?
Yes, yes. It's not always my damaging taunt. Sometimes it's a regular one because cooldowns.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks that we lost so many people so early. Death ray deaths are kind of woof.
Well, the more that are up, the more split my threat's going to be.
Oh, of course, of course. I'm just saying early on, like we lost so many people early. Like we lost somebody to squeeze who in the range group too. That's a little strange. Like that we would lose somebody to squeeze. He was in that for over 10 seconds. Anyway, we're just gonna do 4-light here at this point because we've been going for 3 hours. So I know some people said they have to go. If you have to go, no hard feelings. Thanks for staying by, but we'll take this down to 4-light and get our kill. We know we can do it very easily. 4-light's considerably easier than this because you get a huge damage, HP, and everything buff. So it's
you can
a lot
refresh your
simpler.
sanity.
Yeah, and you can refresh your sanity. If you feel your sanity getting low, there's a green beam in the side of the room that Freya puts out. You go stand in it, and it'll heal your sanity.
I timed my bio for midnight. I'll be right back.
Okay.
To the minute. His bathroom's 2 minutes away, so.
All right, let me go talk to all those keepers.
That one was really a good attempt, though.
All it comes down to, again, is we lost too many people too early, right? Again, there before the final phase, we already had 5 deaths. And then, we lost 2 people immediately into the phase just due to low sanity.
Yeah, I died to a crusher again, standing in the group 24 yards away or something.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Like, and that's pretty much the only death that's like acceptable, really, right? Because there's honestly nothing you can really do about it, right? If you max range it and you get feared and that fear says you're running straight at it, well, kind of sucks, right? There's really nothing you can do. But, dying to death ray, having somebody stay in a constrictor tentacle for 10 seconds, death ray again, right? Having somebody in squeeze for 8 seconds. Like, those things shouldn't happen. So that was 4 deaths right there that should have never happened. All right, coming back. So we have all 4 keepers now. We'll have a whole bunch of boosts. So absolutely we had that kill. It all comes down to just execution. I'm sure we can get it next week, a little more gear, come in a little more confident, not on an extra day when people are a little more, fully engaged and everything. Yeah, Kui gets a summon on Tigurius and Magicora. Yeah, Crispy or triggered. You throw it on a portal, please. Thank you. Make sure you guys are cleansing as much as possible. There's a few debuffs that I can see we're taking on people for a good 8, 9, 10 seconds. Let's make sure we're getting rid of those. Honestly, though, really good. For jumping in straight into 1-light, that was pretty good. We'll definitely have it next week. No doubts about it. All right. This is a ready check for pull. There was a feast down. Please make sure you get it. Fish feast in front of us. So you'll see all the keepers around us. I think like two of them give us 20% damage boost. Another 2 of them give us like 20% HP boost. Mimiron gives you like a random speed boost. Freya can heal your sanity. I don't even remember what Hodir does. I think he like stuns random ads or something. And obviously Hodir kills the Immortal Guardians at the end. Veggie, Buxty, make sure you flask. If you're ready, guys, just move up. Pull timer's up. Let's kill this. Oh, okay, we started it. So exactly the same as the beginning. Spawn that one ad early. You'll see how quickly things die now. As you can see, we do considerably more damage now.
And take less.
Yeah. Well, we have more HP, I think. Is it take less damage? I know we have more HP.
Yeah, 10k more.
Yeah, it's 20% extra HP times 2.
Oh, nice.
How much health you got, Parm?
49.6.
Juicy. Just remember what we were doing in the other ones. Kind of treat this as practice. I know it's easy mode compared to what we were doing, but just play it safe. Imagine it like it's still one light. Did that not get her? I thought that was it.
That was only like 7.
Watch out, watch out. I think we spawned this one.
Good job. I don't think we'll see one. Oh, we did. Get away from the Crusher. Melee on the Corruptor. Oh, is there a cast speed reduction aura going on?
I think so.
Jesus.
Destabilization matrix.
These casts are so slow.
Constrictor.
Constrictor in the back, guys. Corruptor right next to that other Corruptor.
Wow, they really are slow.
Yeah, it's insanely slow. Like it's like a 1-minute cast.
Kind of stupid.
Portals in 10.
Yeah, this isn't Yogg Saron, this is Yogi the Bear. Get ready for portals.
Don't send your pets in on crushers.
Okay, don't take my portal, man.
Georg, if you see a spare portal, you can take it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Dude. Swiftman.
Hey guys, should be good.
There's a corruptor in back.
They should all be stunned. How are you guys dying up there?
Constrictor.
Okay. Swift, can you get synergy up?
I'll grab him. Oh, never mind. Swift's got it.
Out. Awkward went insane. Kill Awkward.
Oh,
Check your sanity, guys. You can.
fucking click that portal.
He didn't go out.
Fucking brain got in the way of my button.
Both priests are pretty low.
You can't heal Awkward, just gotta leave him dead. Yeah, if you guys are under 30 sanity, just go
Constrictor
get some
at the
new
front.
stuff. Constrictor. Highly recommend, guys, if we have your rocket boots and you're not near a portal, just use it to get to your portal as quickly as possible. Best thing we can do down here is to kill those tentacles quicker because it helps them up top.
Constrictor, constrictor.
Small chance we push this. It's going to push.
Stack.
Stage 3, get behind. Lust. Look away. No, thought he was going to do it. Look away. Parm a little bit further, thank you. If you're low on sanity, you can go get more. All range should be on Yogg at all times. Finish him. So that's Pog Saran. Good job.
Pog Saran.
Hey, there it is. First one. Awkward, are you still interested in gear?
No, you can pass it to other people.
You sure?
Thank you, though. Yeah, I appreciate it, but you can pass it to the next on the list.
You'll be back.
Possible.
Quit playing with my emotions.
Anybody want that? It is open roll. Can we get B-res on or a res on Awkward, please? So Awkward, thanks for raiding tonight. Thanks for helping us out.
Got to see the whole of Ulduar with the guild.
Hell yeah, buddy. Almost Yogg 0. That was so close to Yogg 1.
We almost had it.
So close. A couple more attempts, I think we had it, but that's for sure next week then. Yeah, thanks for helping us out as well, Berkay. Appreciate it.
Sure, no problem.
Is anybody interested in that chest? Nobody?
Yo, thanks, Grey Mist.
Fine.
GG, everyone. GG. Thanks for raiding with us, Awkward. It'll be sad to not have you around.
Yeah, and if you need me for the next week, just my time doesn't expire for a little bit, but if you still don't have Buxty, I mean not Buxty, fuck, Mincy, then just let me know. I can hop on, but
will do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, I can't imagine he'll just show up randomly, but if he does, I'll let you know. But I think we'd love to have you on Tuesday if you can still raid. It could be great.
Sure. All right. I'll talk to you guys.
You're dead to me.
See
Have a
you
good
tomorrow.
night.
Have a good night.
Wow.
Damn. Harsh.
That was close. I think we made a few good pivots there that kind of got us on the right path. I think you guys did pretty good there on phase 2. Those last like 3 attempts for phase 2, as far as like not getting behind and having everything down, like that was really good. The communication got a lot better too. The first like 8 pulls were just silent. After that, you guys are doing really good up there.
This is my favorite part of World of Warcraft is the learning.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Anybody was sure which to kill first.
Yeah, I heard it was like corruptors, but I don't know. Like, it seems like it's almost the play to kill the crushers. Really, like that seemed like that was working out really good. We were still leaving those constrictors up for a little while though. That got a little rough at times.
Parsed to 12. Yeah.
How'd you parse a 12, my man?
Our parses on that fight were just disgusting.
I mean, that was a really long fight, and I think it's going to be just like Sarth, where your parses are like almost like prorated, right? You got to do the harder difficulty to get the full parse.
Yeah.
12 seems too low, though. Like, that makes me feel like you were missing something, like not damaging ads in phase 2 or something.
No, man. I don't know what it was. If you can help me, that'd be great.